Small Wind Turbines, Design, Analysis and Applications by David Wood is a good reference. Wind Power for Home and Business by Mike Birdie is also a helpful book. Wind Energy Basics, A Guide to Home-Scale Wind Systems by Michael Brower is another. The Homeowner's Guide to Renewable Energy, Solar, Wind, and Geothermal by Dan Kairos provides useful information. Several websites offer additional information. The American Wind Energy Association, or website, is located at / Small Wind Connection has a website located at / The National Renewable Energy Laboratory, NREL, website can be found at / Homer Energy has a website located at / and Wind Energy International can be found at / Articles on generators generally apply to wind generators as well. However, there may be additional requirements or regulations specific to wind generators depending on the jurisdiction. It's important to check with the local building department for any permitting or code requirements before installing a wind generator. One homeowner in a windy area installed a 1 kilowatt wind generator and was able to generate enough electricity to power their home and sell the surplus to the grid. They reported a significant reduction in their monthly energy bills. Another homeowner installed a larger wind generator, 5 kilowatts, on their rural property. The wind generator provided a substantial portion of their electricity needs, especially during the winter months when the wind was strong. However, they experienced some issues with noise and required periodic maintenance. When considering a wind generator, site assessment is very important. Determine the average wind speed and prevailing wind direction at the location. System size must be determined. Calculate the amount of electricity needed and choose a wind generator with an appropriate wattage output. Tower height is also important. A taller tower will generally capture more wind, but it can also be more expensive and require stronger foundations. Noise is another consideration. Some wind generators can produce noise, especially in windy conditions. Consider the location of the wind generator and potential noise impacts on neighbors. Finally, maintenance must be considered. Wind generators require regular maintenance such as lubrication and blade inspections. Factor in the cost and time involved in maintenance. To elaborate on site assessment, consider using an anemometer to measure wind speeds at different heights over a period of time. This will help determine the optimal tower height for the location. Also, consider any obstacles that might block the wind, such as trees or buildings. These obstacles can reduce the amount of wind available to the turbine. When calculating the amount of electricity needed, take into account all the appliances and devices that will be powered by the wind generator. Also, consider any future electricity needs. It's better to choose a wind generator that is slightly larger than needed, rather than one that is too small. When selecting a wind generator, consider the different types of turbines available. Horizontal axis wind turbines are the most common type, but vertical axis wind turbines may be a better choice for some locations. Vertical axis wind turbines are generally more expensive, but they can operate in a wider range of wind conditions. Consider the materials used to construct the wind turbine. Look for a turbine that is made from durable materials that can withstand the elements. Also, consider the warranty offered by the manufacturer. A longer warranty is generally a sign of a higher quality product. Tower height is a crucial factor in wind energy production. The higher the tower, the stronger and more consistent the wind speeds tend to be. This is because wind speeds increase with altitude, as they are less affected by ground obstructions like trees and buildings. However, taller towers also come with increased costs and regulatory hurdles. Firstly, the cost of the tower itself increases significantly with height. Secondly, taller towers require stronger foundations to withstand the increased wind loads, adding to the overall expense. Thirdly, local zoning regulations may impose restrictions on tower height, requiring permits and potentially limiting the height that can be achieved. When planning a wind turbine installation, it's essential to conduct a thorough site assessment to determine the optimal tower height. This assessment should involve measuring wind speeds at different heights using an anemometer. Data loggers can record wind speed data over extended periods, providing a comprehensive understanding of the wind resource at the location. The site assessment should also consider the surrounding landscape, including the height and distance of any obstacles that could obstruct the wind flow. Trees, buildings, and other structures can create turbulence and reduce wind speeds, negatively impacting the turbine's performance. Furthermore, noise is a significant consideration, particularly in residential areas. Wind turbines generate noise from the rotation of the blades and the operation of the generator. The level of noise can vary depending on the size and design of the turbine, as well as the wind speed. To minimize noise impacts, it's essential to carefully select the location of the turbine. It should be situated away from neighboring properties and in a location where the prevailing winds will carry the noise away from sensitive areas. Noise barriers, such as trees or fences, can also be used to reduce noise levels. In addition to location and noise barriers, choosing a low-noise turbine design is crucial. Some turbines are designed with features that reduce noise, such as specially shaped blades or sound-dampening materials. Regular maintenance is essential for ensuring the long-term performance and reliability of a wind turbine. Maintenance tasks include lubricating moving parts, inspecting blades for damage, and checking electrical connections. The frequency of maintenance will depend on the specific turbine model and the operating conditions, but is generally recommended to perform a thorough inspection at least once a year. In addition to routine maintenance, it's also important to monitor the turbine's performance on a regular basis. This can be done by tracking the amount of electricity generated and comparing it to historical data. Any significant deviations from the norm could indicate a problem that needs to be addressed. Maintaining a wind turbine also involves understanding and complying with relevant safety regulations. Working at heights can be hazardous, so it's essential to use appropriate safety equipment, such as harnesses and lifelines. Electrical work should only be performed by qualified personnel following proper safety procedures. When considering a wind turbine for home use, it's important to factor in the cost of installation and maintenance. The initial cost of a wind turbine system can vary widely depending on the size and type of turbine, as well as the tower height and installation costs. Ongoing maintenance costs can also add up over time, so it's essential to budget for these expenses. One of the key advantages of wind energy is its environmental benefits. Wind turbines generate electricity without producing greenhouse gas emissions or air pollution. By using wind energy, homeowners can reduce their carbon footprint and contribute to a cleaner environment. Furthermore, wind energy is a renewable resource, meaning that it will never run out. This makes it a sustainable energy solution for the long term. In addition to environmental benefits, wind energy can also provide economic benefits. By generating their own electricity, homeowners can reduce their reliance on the grid and lower their monthly electricity bills. In some cases, homeowners may even be able to sell excess electricity back to the grid, generating additional income. Wind energy systems can be grid-tied or off-grid. Grid-tied systems are connected to the utility grid, allowing homeowners to draw electricity from the grid when the wind is not blowing and to sell excess electricity back to the grid when the wind is blowing strongly. Off-grid systems are not connected to the utility grid and rely solely on the wind turbine and battery storage to provide electricity. Off-grid systems are typically used in remote locations where grid access is not available or is too expensive. The choice between grid-tied and off-grid systems depends on individual circumstances and preferences. Grid-tied systems are generally simpler and less expensive to install, but they require a connection to the utility grid. Off-grid systems offer greater energy independence, but they require a significant investment in battery storage. When planning a wind turbine installation, it's essential to consult with a qualified wind energy professional. A wind energy professional can assess the site, recommend the appropriate turbine size and type, and provide guidance on installation and maintenance. They can also help navigate the permitting process and ensure that the installation complies with all relevant regulations. Site assessment involves evaluating several factors to determine the suitability of a location for wind energy generation. These factors include wind speed, wind direction, turbulence, and obstacles. Wind speed is the most important factor, as it directly affects the amount of electricity that a wind turbine can generate. The higher the wind speed, the more electricity the turbine will produce. Wind direction is also important, as it affects the orientation of the turbine. Turbines should be oriented so that they face into the prevailing wind direction. Turbulence can reduce the efficiency of a wind turbine and increase wear and tear on its components. Obstacles, such as trees and buildings, can block the wind and create turbulence. The American Wind Energy Association, or is a trade association that represents the wind energy industry in the United States. OR provides information and resources on wind energy, including technical data, policy updates, and industry news. The National Renewable Energy Laboratory, NREL, is a research laboratory that conducts research and development on renewable energy technologies, including wind energy. NREL provides technical assistance to the wind energy industry and develops standards and guidelines for wind turbine design and installation. Wind Energy International is a global organization that promotes the development and deployment of wind energy worldwide. Wind Energy International provides information and resources on wind energy, including technical data, policy updates, and industry news. Homer Energy is a software company that develops software for designing and optimizing distributed energy systems, including wind energy systems. Homer Energy's software can be used to model the performance of wind turbines, batteries, and other energy components. Small Wind Connection is a website that provides information and resources on small wind energy systems. Small Wind Connection's website includes articles, forums, and a directory of small wind turbine installers. Before installing a wind turbine, it's essential to obtain the necessary permits and approvals from local authorities. Permitting requirements vary depending on the location and the size of the turbine. In some cases, a building permit may be required. It's also important to check with the local utility company to ensure that the wind turbine can be connected to the grid. Wind turbines are subject to the National Electrical Code, NEC, which sets standards for the safe installation of electrical equipment. The NEC covers topics such as wiring, grounding, and overcurrent protection. Wind turbines should be installed by qualified electricians who are familiar with the NEC requirements. In addition to the NEC, there may be other local codes and regulations that apply to wind turbine installations. It's important to check with the local building department to ensure that the installation complies with all applicable codes and regulations. When selecting a wind turbine, it's important to consider the size of the turbine. The size of the turbine should be matched to the energy needs of the home or business. A larger turbine will generate more electricity, but it will also cost more. It's also important to consider the efficiency of the turbine. The efficiency of a turbine is the percentage of wind energy that is converted into electricity. A more efficient turbine will generate more electricity from the same amount of wind. Wind turbines are typically rated by their power output, which is measured in kilowatts. A 1 kilowatt turbine can generate about 1,000 kilowatt-hours of electricity per year in a location with an average wind speed of 12 miles per hour. A 5 kilowatt turbine can generate about 5,000 kilowatt-hours of electricity per year in the same location. The power output of a wind turbine is affected by several factors, including wind speed, air density, and turbine efficiency. The power output of a wind turbine increases exponentially with wind speed. Air density decreases with altitude, so wind turbines located at higher altitudes will generate less electricity. In areas with frequent lightning strikes, it's important to protect the wind turbine from lightning damage. Lightning protection systems can be installed to divert lightning strikes away from the turbine. These systems typically consist of lightning rods, grounding conductors, and surge protection devices. Wind turbines require regular maintenance to ensure that they operate safely and efficiently. Maintenance tasks include lubricating moving parts, inspecting blades for damage, and checking electrical connections. The frequency of maintenance will depend on the specific turbine model and the operating conditions. In general, it's recommended to perform a thorough inspection at least once a year. Wind turbines can be a valuable source of renewable energy for homes and businesses. By carefully considering the factors discussed in this narration, it is possible to select and install a wind turbine that will provide reliable and affordable electricity for years to come. The tower is a critical component of a wind turbine system, providing the necessary elevation to access stronger and more consistent winds. The height of the tower directly impacts the turbine's energy production, as wind speeds generally increase with altitude. Taller towers, however, come with higher costs and more complex installation requirements. There are several types of towers commonly used for wind turbines, including monopole towers, lattice towers, and guy towers. Monopole towers are the simplest type, consisting of a single steel pole. They are relatively easy to install and maintain, but they are limited in height. Lattice towers are constructed from a network of steel beams, providing greater strength and stability. They can be built to greater heights than monopole towers, but they are more expensive and complex to install. Guy towers are supported by guy wires, which are anchored to the ground. They are the least expensive type of tower, but they require a large area of land for the guy wire anchors. The choice of tower type depends on several factors, including the turbine size, the wind conditions, and the available land area. It's important to consult with a qualified wind energy professional to determine the optimal tower type for a specific location. In addition to the tower itself, the foundation is also a critical component of the wind turbine system. The foundation must be strong enough to support the weight of the tower and turbine, and it must be able to withstand the forces of the wind. The type of foundation depends on the soil conditions and the tower type. Common types of foundations include concrete slabs, concrete piers, and helical piles. Concrete slabs are the most common type of foundation, consisting of a large concrete pad that is poured directly onto the ground. Concrete piers are used in areas with poor soil conditions. Helical piles are steel shafts with helical blades that are screwed into the ground. The cost of the tower and foundation can be a significant portion of the overall wind turbine system cost. It's important to carefully consider the tower and foundation requirements when budgeting for a wind turbine installation. Also, remember to consider the potential environmental impacts of wind turbines. Wind turbines can have impacts on wildlife, particularly birds and bats. It's important to conduct a wildlife assessment before installing a wind turbine to identify potential risks and to implement mitigation measures. Mitigation measures may include siting the turbine away from sensitive wildlife areas, using bird deterrents, and curtailing turbine operation during periods of high bird or bat activity. Wind turbines can also have visual impacts. They can be tall and prominent structures that can be seen from a distance. It's important to consider the visual impacts of wind turbines when siting them, particularly in areas with scenic views. Noise is another environmental concern associated with wind turbines. They can generate noise from the rotation of the blades and the operation of the generator. It's important to consider the noise impacts of wind turbines when siting them, particularly in residential areas. Consider the impact on neighbors. It is important to be respectful to neighbors and to address any concerns they may have.